focus switches back to the Champions League qualifying now as we start to see some of the big boys enter the mix. Who's going to go through? Who's going to go home? We'll take a little look. Next! Right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to the Champions League qualifying second round. That's right, early doors still out in the Champions League for the 2021-2022 campaign. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where have you been? Smash your subscribe and keep your bang on today. All things Champions League related, Blackburn Rovers related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Rooskies, goodness gracious me. Yes, the likes of Celtic, the likes of PSV and Galatasaray all jumping into the thick of things now as we get closer and closer to those illustrious group stages. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons. Thank you for your continued support. If you are interested in support channel in another way, check out those links down below. But right here, right now, what we're going to do is check out how I got on last time around. That's right, of course, looking back at the old Champions League first qualifying round, second legs, my pick, see how I did, see how good I did, how bad I did. Here we go. There's my cursor's right behind me. Let's get into it then, shall we? Kicking off with Lincoln Red Imps against Fola Esch, and it was a 2-1 win was my pick. 5-0 was the real deal, going in favour of Lincoln Red Imps. Yeah, so not too shabby on that one. I'll take a look at the aggregate score in the end. I believe Lincoln Red Imps are through. Hibernians FC coming out of Malta took on FC Flora, and it was a 3-0 win for FC Flora. Actually, remember the 2-1 win going the other way. Riga took on Malmo. That ended up as a 1-1 draw there. 2-0 win for 2-0 win for me for Riga, and I got that one wrong as well. FC Sheriff Tiraspol, of course, took on Tuata Durez. That ended up as a 1-0 win for the Sheriff. I actually remember the 3-0 win myself. Borac Banja Luka, they took on CFR Cluj, and it was a 2-1 win for Borac Banja Luka. And again, we'll take a look at the aggregate scores because we might have seen CFR Cluj go, probably one of the bigger boys in this stage of the qualifying campaign. CFR Cluj had a bit of a shock loss there. NS Mura took on KF Sekenja, 79, cool name, that cool year as well. 2-0 win for Mura for me. It was actually a 5-0 win for Mura. Actually smashed it, took the win, and of course probably went through with that massive boost to the aggregate score. And Pristina took on Ferencváros out of Hungary. Of course, that ended up as a 3-1 win for Ferencváros. 2-1 for me, not too shabby. Budućnost took on HJK Helsinki. That was a 4-0 win for Helsinki, and again Budućnost go crashing out. 2-2 draw for me, not great in the end. Linfield took on FK Žalgiris. As a 2-1 win going in favour of Žalgiris, and again I think that's going to be enough for Žalgiris to go through. We'll examine that shortly. Shamrock Rovers coming out of Ireland, they took on Slovan Bratislava as a 2-1 win. I got that one bang on the nose, but I don't know if that's good enough for them to go through. I think they go home. I can confirm it, they do go home. Shakhtar Solgorsk took on PFC Ludogorets Razgrad. A 1-0 win for Ludogorets Razgrad, and again I think they are through to the second qualifying round as well. Vladar Reykjavik took on Dynamo Zagreb, another one of the bigger boys, and the bigger boys went through 2-0 in the end. 1-0 for me. Not too shabby. Dynamo Zagreb was one of the ones you want to avoid. Kicking off further, it was FK Kiryat took on Maccabi Haifa of Israel. 2-0 win for Kiryat, and I don't know. I think who got through on that one? Kiryat actually got through from Kazakhstan. FC Alashkert took on Konstantin Nomads and a 1-0 win for Alashkert. And Nefki PFK took on Dynamo Tbilisi, and there's a 2-1 win going in favour of Nefki. Actually went the other way on that one. And Legia Warsaw took on Bodo Glimt of Norway, one of the bigger matches, and Legia Warsaw get through with a 2-0 win. Let's take a look at the aggregate scores then, shall we? Lincoln Red Imps go through comfortably in the end, 7-2 in the end. That's right. Of course, Hibernians go out, Flora go through, 5-0 on the end. Riga go out as well. Malmo go through, 2-1. 5-0 with the Sheriff goes through. Of course he does. Banja Luka go out. CFR Cluj go through on the skin of their bloody teeth. I'm just double checking. Yes, there it is. Confirmed the tick on actually Lincoln Red Imps. We'll talk about that in a minute. NS Mura go through comfortably, 6-0 in the end. Pristina go out. Ferencváros go through 6-1 comfortably. Helsinki also go through comfortably, 7-1. Linfield go out. Žalgiris go in, 5-2 in the end. Shamrock Rovers crash out 3-2 as well. Slovan Bratislava go through. Ludogorets Razgrad 2-0 through. Zagreb also go through, 5-2 in the end, 7-goal thriller. Maccabi Haifa go out, Kiryat go through, we talked about that already. Alashkert 3-2 win, goes through, Connors Boys go, Nomads go home. Tbilisi go out, Nefki go through, and Legia also go through, Bodo Glimt. go out, and I think a lot of these guys will go through to the Conference League or maybe in the Europa League, I don't know, but we haven't seen the end of them just yet. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Of course, the next round of matches, here we go. Of course, there's a whole bunch of them, and hopefully you're going to get in the mix of it. Get involved in the predictions down below. I want to see what you're going with. Of course, the Prediction League don't open until we get to the group stages when everybody's going to participate. But right here, right now, it's just a bit of fun, so here we go. Let's take a little look at it then, shall we? Kicking all off with Alashkert coming out of Armenia, taking that back up against Sheriff Tiraspol coming out of Moldova. Of course, now these matches will take place on the 20th and 21st of July, which is not much time. It's actually just around the corner. Of course, this one is taking place. I'm trying to find it right here, right now. The Sheriff, of course, I've got no real data on this one, so it's just pretty much my gut instinct. The bookies odds on this one 40-5 for Alashkert for the first leg victory, of course. 21-20 is your Sheriff, and 11-5 is your draw on this one. I've actually gone with a 2-0 win for the Sheriff on this one. Alashkert will be probably there for the taking. The Sheriff will edge closer to those illustrious group stages, but only again, first leg league, 2-0 win go for Sheriff. Next up, we have Lincoln Red Imps coming up against CFR Cluj. That's right, Lincoln Red Imps going out of Gibraltar. CFR Cluj coming out of Romania, again taking place on the 20th. This one, they've never played each other. According to my knowledge, 40-1. It is your long shots. That Lincoln Red Imps 6-1 on Asia. CFR Cluj 6-1 Asia draw. You could have asked for any polar opposites on this one. A completely stark contrast. Lincoln Red Imps, the minnows. CFR Cluj, one of the bigger boys on this one, and you should expect CFR Cluj coming out of this quite handsomely. Gone with a 3-0 away day win for CFR Cluj on this one to get the upper hand and again bring it back to Romania and of course take it over from there on in. Next up, of course, we have Dynamo Zagreb, another one of the bigger boys, up against Armenia Nicosia coming out of Cyprus. 11-4 on is your Zagreb. This one 8-1 is your long shots. That is 7 and long shots in Nicosia. Of course, 7-2 is your draw. I just want to confirm something here. I believe Matty Derbyshire, ex-Blackburn Rovers man, is back here, back in Cyprus. I think he actually got to Larnaca, maybe not this club. This one's got managed by, of course, Henning Berg, I believe. Yes, there's ex-Rovers Superstar World Cup, Premier League winner, of course, a former manager as well. But anyway, going to go with the Zagreb on this one, 3-1 win, home win, get the upper hand again, maybe bring it back to Cyprus and get away with a draw or something. Next it goes with Ferencváros coming out of Hungary. Take a look at Zalgiris, taking out of Lithuania on the 20th as well. These two sides, I don't know if they've played each other or not. 11-4 on is your Ferencváros, 7-2 is your draw, and 72 is your long shots. That is Zalgiris. I think I've gone with the bigger boys, which is Ferencváros in my eyes. 2-0 win for them to take the home lead on this one, to take it back to, of course, Lithuania in a week's time. Next up, Rapid Vienna up against Sparta Prague. Again, this match will take place on the 20th of July, just tomorrow. So we've got to get in there nice and early with your picks. 7-5 is your Vienna, 2-1 is your Prague. Very, very tight. This one's quite. I think this goes into the Champions bracket or something like that. 23-10 is your draw. This is the league path. They call this the league path. So these guys maybe finish runners up or second or third in their respective leagues. For me, difficult one. This one I really can't separate the two sides, but I'm going to give it a 2-1 win for Rapid Vienna in the first leg. Sparta Prague not out of it just yet, and there may be a bit of a tough opposition when it comes back to the Czech Republic next week. Next up, of course, we have Celtic. That's right, taking on, of course, Midtjylland of Denmark. This ain't no easy game, guys. This ain't no easy game. Taking place on the 20th as well. 11-10 is your Celtic. 12-5 is your Midtjylland, and 12-5 is your new manager. Remember, at Celtic, coming the Australian, coming from the J League. I think he came from the J League. It's probably a couple of signings as well. Still early days in the transfer market, but yeah, I think they're gonna nick this one. 2-0 win. Just it ain't gonna be a barnstorming victory. And again, it leaves it wide open for the second leg very much, and to maybe upset the apple cart and put a bit of pressure on Celtic, as of course they try to get through to the group stages. Next, of course, Kariat taking on Cervena Zvezda, which AKA is Red Star Belgrade. It is, of course, taking place on the 21st this time. Kariat coming out of Kazakhstan. Played each other, I don't know how many times. 5-2 on 5-2 is your host on this one, which is Kariat. 11-10 is your Red Star Belgrade. Still 9-4 is your draw. I've gone with a Red Star victory on this one to get closer to those knockout stages. I think hopefully they'll get there this time. We did do a watch along with them last time around, of course, with the Europa League, so hopefully we'll get to do something like that again this time around. Next, of course, we have Malmo taking on HJK's Helsinki, of course, up in that Nordic affair, that bad boy. 5-2 on is your Malmo Red Hot Favorites, 10-3 is your draw, and 7-1 is your HJK's Helsinki. I've actually gone with Malmo on this one, 2-1 win to take the win. First leg, again, make it an interesting second leg, especially with that away goal, which I don't know, are they still applying with the away goals in this season's Champions League? Let me know in the chat. Of course, Enes Mura taking on Ludogorets Razgrad, another big boy here. Of course, Mura coming out of Slovenia, I believe. Of course, Razgrad coming out of Bulgaria. Taking place on the 21st of June. 11-4 is your Mura, 12-5 is your draw, 11-10 on is your Ludogorets Razgrad on this one. I'm going to go with Razgrad again on this one. Just a 1-0 win, narrow away day win there to give themselves the upper hand again, bring back to Bulgaria, and maybe take care of business and get through to the next round of the qualifying campaign. Next, of course, I have Slovan Bratislava up against BSE Young Boys Bern, taking place also on the 21st. Of course, Slovan Bratislava coming out of, where are they coming out of? They're coming out of Slovakia. Of course, Young Boys Bern coming out of the Swiss, the mountain regions, as it may be. Of course, 14-5 is your Slovan, 65 odd is your Young Boys Bern, and 12-5 is your draw on this one. I don't think of draw, I think of, actually, did go with the draw. Bloody hell, I went with the draw on this one. Maybe it's just because of the away day factor. I do anticipate Young Boys Bern to go through ultimately at the end of the aggregate scoreline when we bear everything in mind. Next, of course, Legia Warsaw taking on FC Flora. Of course, Warsaw coming out of Poland, Flora coming out of Estonia. That's right, taking place on the 21st of July as well. 92 on is your Legia Warsaw, 92 is your draw, 10-1 is your long shots, that is Florida Tallinn. Again, I do expect a comfortable, maybe a narrow win here, 2-1 win for Legia Warsaw to give themselves the upper hand in the first leg, and probably get taken care of business in the away leg as well. And then final two here, Olympiacos up against Nefki Baku. Olympiacos coming out of Greece, of course, Nefki Baku coming out of Azerbaijan. 21st of June, this guy. 6-1 on is your Olympiacos, one of the bigger boys as well. 11-2 is your draw. 11-1 is your Nefki Baku, the underdogs in this one. Big boys should take care of business with a comfortable 2-0 win. Nothing crazy here in my score lines. And then wrap it up with the zinger. Of course, PSV Eindhoven taking a look at Galatasaray out of Turkey. 21st of June on this one as well. 6-4 on is your PSV Red Hot Favorites, 5-2 is your draw, 7-2 is your long shots, that is Galatasaray, and I've gone with a 2-1 win for PSV for the time being to give the upper hand in the first leg. Of course, bring it back to Turkey next round with maybe fans. I don't know what the deal is around Europe with fans in the stands, but that'll leave me nicely poised and hopefully leave this qualifying campaign nicely poised. Make sure you get your picks in nice and early as well, and we'll look forward to seeing you when we come back around for those second legs. There I am. Whoa, slow down. Of course, give the video some love, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. But until then, give the video some love. I'll see you soon for the next one. Till then, we are done.